A Ghanaian man living in the Netherlands has just acquired his Dutch passport, and during the celebration, he made some emphatic statement which hasn't go well with Ghanaians at all. He said that his Dutch passport is more valuable than a PhD certificate in Ghana. A PhD certificate in any of the prestigious universities in Ghana. You can mention KNUST, you can mention Legon, you can mention UCC, you can mention Uniba, you can mention UDS, you can mention Valley View, Christian Service, any university in Ghana. His Dutch passport is more valuable than a PhD certificate in Ghana. And this has sparked a lot of controversies, whether the man is saying the truth or he just speaking nonsense. But a lot of people has agreed with him, saying that you complete education, you complete your degree, and then it will be very difficult for you to find a job if you don't have connection. It will be very difficult for you to find a job if you don't have a connection. Let's watch when the man was saying this statement, which has sparked a lot of controversies.
Ghana for now, more PhD wa bruchino. Mo ba bruchino. Munya mu PhD first, and as munya mu citizenship first. Be honest with yourself. Passport. A more valuable chain PhD. Tina what Ghana now apply for. So person be PhD wa bruchia. You be allow no wa be. But want to mean Tina Ghana. Now we apply for my passport. Even what banner we PhD wa hanu mokrano. So we meet qualification bia. Passport here from a passport here secret background check ni bibia who go PhD ayen your background check. The passport me say a more valuable chain PhD. And passport bia keko Western country passport. A valuable chain PhD. Until I go US, who pay US degree, who pay US PhD, omo de be mau. But who pay US passport, I am for mau easily. Who pay British passport, I am for mau, who pay British PhD, I be mau easily. The passport, me Dutch passport we. A more valuable chain PhD. Say Ghana University say was sex for grades. What to Abuchi say was sex for passport. And I bribe for passport. What to be that? Maybe say passport. Valuable chain university bia or Ghana degree and a PhD. Me Kofi that kind. Me say me ya degree only go make tu ame nyebi. Who pay Holland passport? Who pay tu Scania unya.
An interview was conducted by the boss himself, Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. Big ups, senior. Big ups. Thank you very much for letting us have this interview. He went to the university and then he decided to interview some university students and know their views about this statement. All of them said that they would rather choose the Dutch passport than to have a PhD in Ghana. They would rather have the Dutch passport than to have a PhD in Ghana. What do you also think?
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Oh, PhD degree there, what's up? Dutch passport, Charlie.
Dutch passport.
Yeah.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you go for?
I'll go for a Dutch passport.
Okay, so between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you go for?
I'll go for a Dutch passport. Okay. Do you know why I'll go for a Dutch passport?
Why?
You the one asking the question. I'm not serious. Why would you ask me whether I'll go for a Dutch passport or a PhD degree? Which one will you go for?
Why in school? For the degree?
Okay. In your mind, that's what you are thinking.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. But to me, I'll choose a Dutch passport. That's passport. You dey go different countries, so but Ghana PhD. And here no mudi. If you cry to fear, what go school, I break on your PhD. So what if you Dutch passport? In school, clean a crowd in school, I beg.
Dutch passport.
Don't ask that question again.
Okay. Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
I think I'll go for the Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Dutch passport.
Yeah.
So between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport no one. No,
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
a Dutch passport.
Dutch passport.
Yeah.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Of course. A Dutch passport, what?
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
What do you also think? What do you also think? Is it because of bad governance or what? When Mr. Happiness, the guy who said that his Dutch passport is more valuable than PhD certificates in Ghana, he said that he can travel he can just wake up one day and say that I want to go and see someone in the United States of America, and he will not find himself wanting. It will not be a problem. And he said that he threw a challenge that if you like, whether you're a professor, a degree holder, or a PhD, just pick your certificate, take your bank statement, take any valuable document that you think you have in Ghana, add it to it, and go to the embassy of maybe American embassy, UK embassy, Netherlands embassy, or Chinese embassy, and go and tell them that you want to travel maybe tomorrow morning. You want to travel, so they should give you approval or they should give you visa quick. He said that your own countryman, who is a security man, will just push you away and ask you if you are mad or something. But in the Netherlands, he can just pick his passport and then apply and tell them that he wants to travel to US or UK or London. They will just approve for him very quick. This shows that his passport is more valuable than the PhD. I personally agree with him. 1000% agree with him. If you don't agree with him, you may have your reasons. But I tell you, having a UK passport, US passport, France passport, Belgium passport, German passport, European passport is more valuable than having a PhD in Ghana. You acquire the PhD in Ghana here, and finding job is very difficult. Even if you have it, those who teach at university, how much do they pay them? How much? If you don't have connection, things will be tough for you. I tell you. And some people are comparing, saying that he's a janitor. He cleans toilet. So he can't compare himself with someone who is having a PhD. You have a PhD here and you are angry. You are hungry. You don't have the basic necessity that you're supposed to have as a PhD holder. The benefits, you don't have it unless you go for strike before government listens to you, and you are saying that you are better than him. You are not, my friend. You are not. Thank you for watching.